Hi, welcome back. I'm Angel Lori. Today's experiences are going to be talking about encounters with the supernatural. And I'm talking about like regular people who energetically bring something with them, whether it's entity attachment or they just like I don't know, oscillate or vibrate at such a low frequency that they literally affect reality of others. Let me explain. Okay, I mean, I've got so many examples of this in my life dealing with people, but right now we all talk about ex-boyfriends. I've got several, but only a few with supernatural experiences. One that doesn't have anything to do with like low vibratory rate. It's one of my ex boyfriends. I shall mention no names, but his brother had passed away, and it was just a really sad, troubling time in a family's existence, and then to have a new person introduced to this family structure that lost a beloved loved one. And I met his brother. He was so nice. And it was just tragic that he went so soon. And, I, being that I was dating the man, and, we were living together at that time, and I had to help the family and be there with them for the services and whatnot. And then when we got back to his mom's house, because we were staying there for the services, we lived in North Carolina. He was standing in the like dining area hallway, and I was actually sitting on the pull-out bed, and he was talking to me, and I looked up and I saw this energy. This energy. It wasn't humanoid, but it was just a big blob of glowing, sparkling energy. And when he was talking to me, I said, dear, you have someone standing next to you. And their energy is like right by your side. They're right next to you. I was like, I'm not, I don't claim to be a psychic intuitive. I just see things and I feel things. That's me. I'm not doing anything for anybody else. I don't do readings. I don't do tarot. I don't just sit around and blurt out predictions about people. But I was there, and I was staring right at it. And I told him, I said, you have someone next to you. There's someone next to you. Their energy is sparkling. It's glowing. It was glowing like a goldish glow and sparkles. It was beautiful. And I said, I don't know who it is. I don't know if it's your brother or maybe it's another family member coming to comfort you, because he was really heartbroken. That relationship couldn't possibly have worked out under those type of circumstances, and I wish him all the best. But yeah, there was a glowing energy being right by his side, and I was like, wow, that was beautiful. Because even though I've had deaths in my family, and had to attend funerals or plan funerals for my mom, I never saw her energy. I never saw a spirit or energy at a funeral or while we was doing preparations. This was the first time in my life I had seen an energy, someone's soul, an energy. And it was positive, because if it was negative, my alarms would have went off, and I would have already been praying and trying to remove that from this house, because this family has gone through enough. But no, it was beautiful energy. And, I'm glad I got to see it. I felt blessed that I was able to see it and to let him know about it. That was really nice. And that's about the best supernatural experience with an ex-boyfriend. The next ex, the next ex, was different. It wasn't him. Well, he was different. He was definitely a starseed. I didn't even know what a starseed was back then. But this is years and years and years ago. Okay, I'm gonna be 55 this year. Hey, but anyway, this was years and years ago, and this boyfriend, I just always like my boyfriends tall. Over 6 feet, 6'5", 6'5", 6'6". That's the sweet spot for me. Anyway, I digress. And he was living in Brooklyn in an apartment building. Of course, it had to be the top floor, so girls gotta sweat to get a little attention. But anyway, so he had invited one of his friends over. Now, this is a friend that I call Eeyore. He's one of those type of people that's always miserable, always in the dumpsters, always bringing down the room. But this time, he literally brought down the room. Now, he comes into the apartment. This is Brooklyn. It's hot. It's summertime. We had the air conditioner crack-a-lacking. It was pumping. And I was happy because I'm in the bedroom. It's cool. We closed the bedroom door so all that cool air stays in the bedroom. And the rest of the house could be hot as hell. But, the relief is in the bedroom. So I was in the bedroom. And then he told me that his friend was coming over. I said, oh my God, I don't like that guy. I don't appreciate that guy coming here. He just brings the whole room down. He is such a Debbie Downer. He was like, I know, but he wants to come over. I was like, whatever. Okay, I'm going to stay in here. I'm going to stay in here where it's cool. And I don't want to see your friend. I'm not even going to come out the room to say, hey, how you doing? I'm going to stay in here, okay? Cool. He's like, all right, cool. So I'm in the room. Air conditioner was working fine, kicking up this cool air. I'm watching TV, laying back on the bed. I'm chilling like a villain. I had brought snacks into the room too, because you have to have your rations when you don't want to see one of your boyfriend's friends. Anyway, so I'm in the room and I'm chilling, and he's out in the living room talking to his friend, and then all of a sudden, the air conditioner starts acting weird. And it's never acted weird. It starts acting weird. And then it's like the room is getting hotter. And I was like, why is it getting hotter in here? I'm in the room with the air conditioner. What's going on? The room was literally getting hotter. And it was getting hotter because that man was in the house. He literally sucked every square inch of cool air out of the house. Within minutes of his arrival, the air conditioner quit. It couldn't handle it. I'm in the room like, oh my God. And I knew it was him. And I opened the door. And the inside of this cool room that's been cool for days is now the same temperature as the hot ass rest of the house. And I'm like, and he's out there talking, and when he talks, he's like one of those people that kind of hyperventilates when they talk, like, and I'm like, oh my God, he's literally sucked the air out. I started feeling miserable. I didn't know about shielding and all this back then. I wish I did. But I was like, oh my God, he's literally brought the temperature of this room down. He's brought it down. He's bringing me down with it. What the fuck? I went out to Anthony. I said, can you come into this room? Can you come into the bedroom for a minute? No, not for that. Not for that in the heat. Mama don't play that. And I was like, do you see something wrong here? Do you feel something wrong here? He was like, what happened to the air conditioner? I was like, no, you tell me what happened to the air conditioner. I told you that dude brings bad luck. He brings bad luck. He brings bad energy. He brings down every place he enters. Why did you let him come over here? You could have went and met him somewhere. Went and got a pizza or something. And I could still be in here with this cool air. And he was like, I don't know what to tell you, Lori. I'm sorry. He's like, yeah. He goes, his aura is, almost black. I was like, I saw auras myself. And this dude, I never even wanted to look at him. So noticing the variations in his aura was not in my lexicon to do because I didn't even like him. So I was like, dude, can you hurry this up? Can you get him out of here? Maybe the air conditioning will kick back in once his energy field is out of this apartment. Don't you know? Once you wrap, listen, a dude's gonna wrap it up when you got a cute girl in your room looking for some cool air. Okay? So he wrapped that up right quick. Homeboy left. And once he left, I swear, like 10 minutes later, air conditioner kicked back on, starts processing that air. The cool air is blowing. I'm happy. I said, looking at my ex, well, my boyfriend at the time, looking at him like, I told you so. It's something about that dude. That dude comes with trouble. He comes with problems. He's like Eeyore. And as Eeyore, he brings shit down. Don't have him over here and me over here at the same visit. You want to see him, you go see him. You want to see me, you see me. But not together. Never the two shall meet again. And I didn't. Not again. That dude's probably, if he's still alive after the C word, yeah, he's still bringing down temperatures and bringing down houses and bringing down emotions. That's a low vibing person. So when you have a vibratory rate that low, you will have attachments. You will have entities that will glom onto you, onto your field, and continue to suck you dry because you are operating at the same field that they operate at. It's a comfy, cozy companionship. Well, parasitic companionship. And that is what that guy was. Now, another situation, but not with a boyfriend, was when I was a supervisor in New York City. There was a director, black woman, and in New York City, that's what I grew up with. Once I got out of college and I got into the workforce, I saw Hispanic women, black women in seats of power. And that sat right with me. That was like normal. Then, once I left New York and went to Colorado and I came to North Carolina eventually, I didn't see that same level of power. Where I am now, it's pretty decent. But, prior to leaving New York, it was like, what's going on? We are totally capable people. But anyway, so this director, for some reason, she glommed on to me. Knowing the things that I know now, I know that negative beings and people with attachments will try to glom on to a bright, shining light. Protect your light, people. Do what you got to do to protect your light. Set your intentions. Call in your ancestors. Call in your galactic family. Put on your protective crystals. Do what you have to do to protect your light. So she started glomming onto me, and I'm a new supervisor in the unit. So, I need to know, what their new function is and whatnot. And I started noticing that when this particular supervisor came around, people got real quiet. And as you could tell, I'm not a really quiet kind of person. So everybody got real quiet, and I was supervising about 6 people, and my unit got real quiet. And I was like, yo, what's the deal? What's happening here? They was like, yeah, she's really strict and everything. And I was like, nah, it's more than just strict. So I'm watching, I'm watching. And I'm a trained investigator, but that was a social services gig. And I'm watching, and I'm like, Then I noticed one time when she called a unit-wide meeting, and she's like on the upper levels, and she came down to, us little people. And when she came into the room, now this is a one room, and everybody had like their desks. It wasn't even cubicles. Everybody had like their desks spaced out. So it's like a big, say like factory size kind of room with everybody's desks here. And as soon as she walked into the room, I'm telling you, it literally dropped 10 degrees. I'm watching everyone. People are holding themselves. People have this glazed over look about themselves, like deer caught in headlights. Misery. There was a lot of misery coming out. Miserable vibes. Like, what now? What is this woman going to do to us now? And I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm watching. And then she starts talking, and it's getting colder and colder. And I was like, oh, it's her. She's literally bringing down the temperature of this room. This is a supernatural bullshit going on right here. What is she? What is she? To this day, I still don't know what she was. But by the time I left that unit, she was hot for me. She was trying to get me all kinds of trouble in the union. Please. My guy said, poof, be gone, B. We ain't got time for you. But anyway, oh yeah, and she eventually got fired a few months later. You don't mess with me. You don't mess with a child of God. You don't mess with a bright light. We're here to do important things. We're here to save souls, love people, and just bring about peaceful unity. That's what we're here for. That's what I'm here for. And proper justice and change. You should know. You don't mess with me. Because when you messing with me, you messing with Source. I'm Source. Source. You're messing with. Don't do it. Live your life peacefully. Be happy. Spread love. Keep your pity party and your entity attachments to yourself. Too sovereign for all that bull. And I talked to people after she left the room, and the temperature starts to go up, and you actually see when she was in the room, you could see people's face was drained. The color was drained from them. White people, black people, Hispanic people. The color drained from their bodies. They're cold. They're holding on to themselves because they're cold. They're holding on to themselves to self-soothe because whatever she was or whatever was within her or attached to her affected people, affected reality. Whatever this reality is, affected reality in a physical manifestation. Have you ever run into people like this who literally not only bring down a room with their attitude or morose attitude, but can literally bring down the temperature? Just, you're in a frozen tundra once they walk into the room. Then there's people like me who walk into the ropping and bring the sunshine and the joy, and everybody lights up like little lights, like little stars, and everybody's popping, talking, having a good time. Energy's flowing, energy is going, everybody's happy, we're having a good time. There's people like me out there. I know a lot of people, and I love you all. I love people who bring the joy, who bring the sunshine. You know, everybody's not always sunshine and joy all the time, but there's no way when you walk into a room that you should drop the temperature down 10 degrees or more and drain people's color out of their systems. Like, she must have been like getting a loosh. Maybe she was reptilian. I don't know what she was. That's what she was doing. She was draining people's energy fields. Literally draining energy fields. Now, the room got colder, but I never felt like she was negatively affecting me. So whatever I am or whatever guys that I have, I was protected because I was able to detect what was different about her. And then she always wanted to call me up to her office and chit chat. Oh, you know, I go to the sister church of your father. I'm like, okay, great, wonderful, fabulous. That doesn't mean I know you. I asked my father, I said, well, do you know so-and-so? He's like, no, I don't know so-and-so. I was like, she's a name dropper. Give me a break. Name dropping at a church? That's not what church is for. I don't even go to churches. Churches are set up on ley lines. So particular entities can drain the people there that are there to worship the God of their choice. But unfortunately, they don't understand that their worship, their energy is being directed entirely to somebody else. I don't do churches. Yes, I'm a Christian. I love Christ. I am a warrior for Yeshua. But no, I don't do churches. Nope, nope, nope. Guard your ley lines. Guard your ley lines, because that's why they build them where they do. You may not understand this, but trust me, you'll figure it out one day. But anyway, so if you run across people that have these entity attachments, or they just vibrate so low that, you can just feel the negativity coming off of them, shield up. Shield up, people. Shields up. Like Captain Picard, make it so. Do not allow them to drain you. Don't do it. Do your best to prevent it. Set your intentions, set your protections, talk to your guides. You ask for help. They're there to help. It's amazing how positivity and negativity, which are two sides of the same coin, but they each affect this reality in such different ways. Such different ways. Do you want to be the person that brings down the room, brings out the temperature, and is sucking a leash off of everybody so that you can survive? You want to be that type of parasitic entity? No. No, you want to be sovereign. You want to exude your own light, protect your own light, and do what you came here to do. I could just imagine. Okay. All right. Let's just imagine when I was just energy. I was just plasma, and heard the call, and I said, sure, I'll go to Earth again. I'll help out. I ain't got much else to do. I was just chilling in my nebula. So, I can roll my sleeves up and get in there and help out. Do one, for source. And they was like, okay, so let's sit here and let's get your life plan. What do you want to do? Oh, well. Can I be rich? Can I? No. 9 to 5. What? Job? College? Wait. Oh. Okay, whatever. All right. Now let's talk about future relationships. Is Jason Momoa available? What? Who's a Jason Momoa? I don't know. His name sounds good. I don't know. Okay, all right. So picking family, picking jobs, picking my meat suit. Oh yes, she needs to be brown. I need a brown girl. Give me some golden caramel creamy skin tone. That's what I want. Yeah, I want to be a sister. Yeah. All right. Cool. All that's good. Great. We got my life plan together. Yeah, I'm coming to do. Yeah, I'm here to move the crowd. I'm here to motivate. I'm going down there. I'm gonna tell experiences, and I'm gonna give people an open forum to come and tell their experiences too, so we can get all this information out there and we can share. Then we could piece together pieces of the puzzle of the realm called Earth, and then we can be sovereign. That's what I'll do. Yeah. Sign me up for that. What? I gotta come back as a kid? Can I just be a walk-in? I can't be a walk-in? All right. I gotta go through the whole birthing crap. That really sucks. But, whatever. I'm down for the cause. And I could just imagine the beings that are around me to help me assemble this life plan of mine. It's like, this chick right here. Do I gotta work with her again? I can just imagine my guys, once I pick my guys, I was like, you up for this challenge? You down with me? Your ancestors? You down? Galactics? Yeah, I need some dragons up. Yep, I need my hybrid dragons up in the... Shaman, we got it. We got this together. Milk Cheese of the crew. Everybody's on board. Because, I'm going to need a lot of help. Because y'all know who I am. They were like, yeah, yeah, we know your soul. Oh, my God. We are in for it. We are in for it this time, people. Buckle up. It's going to be a bumpy ass life. Yeah. And that's an example of how it went down for me to come into this meat suit to be here with you now, talking about experiences. All right, I think that is going to be it for this discussion about supernatural experiences with exes, people bringing down the room, seeing energy beings. It's a wild ride for me. It's a wild ride. It's like the most insane things come into my existence, come into my purview. So, and these things happened years ago before I was awakened. So it's like it seems like I'm always just used to a certain level of high strangeness. A certain level of high strangeness always is in and around the people that I meet, or the people that shape my reality, my existence here. So interesting. But I could tell you guys about I may have told you before, I'm not sure. But we can make this quick story, a quick experience. Okay, back in New York City, I was a fraud investigator, and I was out in the field with my partner. And this is a story about almost instantaneous manifestation. Okay, we got our assignment and we were going out into the field, but I was late, so we didn't get to get a city car. And then when we was out, we ran into a couple of other investigators from our unit, and they had a car. It was like, yo, dudes, we saw them going by. We was like, yo, stop, please, 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 please. We're tired of taking the bus. And they stopped, and it's like, yo, where y'all gotta go? And we said, yo, we gotta go over there to the South Bronx. We gotta go and interview this dude. And they was like, okay. So they was driving us over. And then I don't know how we got into a discussion, but we did. And come to find out that my partner, she had gotten like bit by a dog. I guess walking down the street, and the dog was owned by somebody who owned the house. So then she ended up having to go to the doctor, and then she got some kind of weirdo disease from the dog bite, and then she sued she still was in the process of suing the homeowner, and her lawyer told her she was getting some big ducats. Why did I say, when we was in the car, I was like, what? I was like, that's insane. You gonna get that kind of money? Damn. Why can't something like that? Why can't something happen to me so I could get some big money too? Dang, man. We get out the car. We go to the residence. We interview the dude. This was like less than 2 hours from the investigators dropping us off and for us to go interview this dude. We came out the house. We was a little early. So, we was just wrapping things up. Like at the end of the interviews, what we do is, we like to just stand on, usually we get in a car and exchange notes and get our one report together. But, since we was on foot that day, basically. So we're standing, we were walking out of his apartment, and then we're walking down the block. This is like in the South Bronx. And we're walking down the block, and we're chit-chatting, and we're exchanging notes and things. And then we get to the corner. And we're at the corner, and we was like, yo, we could wrap this up for the day. We could go home early. I was like, I'm down with that. And she was holding her notepad. And then, because I use my peripheral vision, I guess more than most humans do. Then she disappeared out of my peripheral vision of my left side. She was standing next to me on a corner. We hadn't crossed the street yet. She was on the corner. And I said one word to her, and then she was gone. My brain acknowledged the fact that she was gone. And then the next second, I was gone. So it was two cars that were like, I guess they were like racing each other. And they had came around that corner and they went out of control. One car hit me, and it was like a SUV kind of car, and another SUV kind of car hit her. And we was on the corner. We're on the corner. We're facing out. This is me. This is her. She disappears. And then I'm flying. I was awake for the entire accident. I don't remember landing, but I do remember that I was airborne. And I remember being on the ground and I'm looking up like, what the hell just happened? What just happened? And why the dear sweet Jesus am I laying on a nasty ground of the Bronx, of the South Bronx street? Oh my God. Okay, I'm a knee freak. Well, I was before I got my husky. He's like normalized me, but I was a knee freak. Oh my God. I'm laying on this ground. I'm like, why am I on this ground? Why am I laying here? What happened? And I had a dress on. And I'm thinking, is my dress up to my woo-woo? Is everybody looking at my hoo-ha? Where's my pocketbook? Where's my shield? Where's my credentials? Where's my notes? What's happening? And I'm laying there and I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, I gotta get up. I gotta get the hell up off this street. Why the hell am I laying on this damn street? Where's my friend? Where's my partner? Where is she? She disappeared before what happened to her? So I'm laying there and every fiber of my body is like, I gotta get up. And then I start seeing people in my periphery. People are like gathering around. And, nobody came to me. And of the people in the periphery, nobody came to me. Nobody tried to talk to me or anything like that. And then the next thing I know, there was this dude on my shoulder on the left-hand side of me. And I'm laying there, and then I look up, and there's this dude. And he's very attractive. But I ain't about that life at that time of being laid out on the ground in the nasty New York City street in the Bronx. And I'm laying here, and I'm getting more and more angry, and I'm thinking to myself, get the hell up, find your credentials before somebody takes your shield and tries to impersonate being a city investigator and does something horrible to somebody. Get up, get your stuff, and go find Christine. And I'm laying there, I'm like, okay, every fiber in my body was going to get up. Every fiber, everything that I am was getting up off that nasty street. And this guy, he's talking to me. He has like these cerulean blue eyes, really pretty blue eyes. And he's talking to me and he says, Lori, it's going to be okay. Everything's okay. I saw everything. The ambulance is coming. Just lay here. You're going to be fine. And I look up at him like, who the fuck are you? Excuse my French. You know me. I'm like, who the F are you? Who are you telling me what to do? Who do you think you are? I'm not going to listen to you. There's nothing wrong with me. I feel fine. Now, I was impacted with an SUV. I flew feet in the air and landed. I had no pain. I had zero pain. There was no pain. I felt like myself. I felt normal. I never went unconscious. I didn't go out of my body. I felt fine. I felt like I need to get the F up off this ground. God knows what I could have landed in or what I was laying in. And find my friend. No mentioning any names. And he's like, you're going to be fine. Don't get up. Don't get up. And I'm looking at him and everything in me is about to just go explicative, back the F off. I'm going to do what I'm going to do, and I'm going to get the F up. Mind your biz. And I don't know why I didn't. Because everything in me wanted to get up. Everything. When I say everything in me wanted to get up off that ground, find my credentials, find my friend, and make sure she was okay, because she disappeared first. And I don't know why I didn't. There was nothing that this guy who's talking to me, even though he's got the pretty eyes, beautiful skin, pretty hair, it wasn't enough. He was in a police uniform. It wasn't enough. He had no authority over me to tell me what to do. But I don't know. I didn't get up. I mean, because I'm staring in his eyes, half of me stays the wolf. Half of me stays the wolf like, yeah, he's hot. He's hot. He's a hot cop. He's a hot cop over here. So part of me, had like a little wolfing in her, looking at that beauty. But then the me that's me is like, you don't tell me what to do. Who are you? No, mister. I'm going to get up. I'm going to do what I want. I'm going to go find my friend. Then we're going to call our supervisor and tell him that we got into some accident, standing on the corner, minding our business. But I didn't get up. I did not get up. And it wasn't anything he particularly said to me or made me feel, or an emotion that he brought onto me. So I have no idea. And I really need to put that in a regression. Why I didn't get up. Did he sedate my mind? I don't know. And then the ambulance came, and to add insult to injury, I was in the ambulance with one of the guys that hit me. I'm like, you add insult to injury and put him in my ambulance? Get him his own ambulance. That is not even right. But they put us both in there. I didn't even know what happened. I told this cop that was telling me to calm down. I said, where's my partner? Is she okay? He never mentioned anything about her. He never mentioned if she was okay. He just said, Lori, you're going to be okay. And it didn't even dawn on me at the time. Like, how did he know my name was Lori? I didn't have any credentials on me that said my name. And in fact, my credentials, I never got them back. One of the people in the peripheral, it's New York City, it's the Bronx. They said, yoink, she down for the count. Let's just take her stuff. So yeah, they jacked me. They jacked my purse that day. They jacked me. And being that I didn't get up, I don't even know if my hoo-ha was available for all to see. I don't know if people was like taking pictures, like, psh, psh, psh. I have no idea. And I don't know why I listened to this strange, gorgeous cop. But I did. And the ambulance came. We were just mere blocks from the hospital there in the South Bronx. Just mere blocks. When we got there, they rushed me in. They got me into x-rays and everything. They took x-rays and everything. And then by that time, my family had already arrived to the emergency room, and because I had, it must have been Christine. Excuse me. Sorry, I didn't mean to say her name. It must have been her that, I don't know, maybe she had called this in to the supervisors. I don't know how. I have no idea how anybody found out about our accident. But my family was at the emergency room not too long after. My baby sister, because she worked for the same division that I did as an investigator. And she came, everybody came running to the emergency room. And when the physician was talking to me, he was like, okay, we did an x-ray, because by that time I started swelling. I'm swelling everywhere. My arms getting swole. Both my legs are swelling. Everything's swelling. And he's telling me that I had a fractured tibia and fibula from the impact. Nothing else. No broken ribs or broken arm, anything. Just my tibia and fibula. And He said I would have to have that leg immobilized, and it's all kinds of stuff he was telling me. And I'm just thinking, and he was like, it's a good thing you didn't get up. He said, it's a good thing you didn't stand up, Lori, because if you did, most likely those bones would have gone into my vein in my leg, and I would have bled out inside my body before even the EMS would have known that they're losing me. He said you would have bled out inside and no one would have known. You would have most likely died if you would have gotten up. And I'm laying there thinking, wow. And all I wanted to do was get up. All I wanted to do was get up. Every fiber in me just wanted to get up off that ground, just to get up off the ground, to stand up, to get off the ground. And I was like, if it wasn't for that cop, I would probably, and the doctor told me I wouldn't have made it to the emergency room, and they was only like 3 blocks away. He goes, you wouldn't have made it. You would have bled out inside your body before the EMS would have even known what to do, how to stabilize you. I was like, wow. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm going to have to thank that cop. I was so mean to him. And then I'm like, he knew my name and everything. He was really nice. It was kind of cute. And, long story short, lawyers and judges and this, that, and the other, and statements and everything. There was no cop. There was no cop. There was no police officer's report. There was no mention of a cop. I would really like to go back and be able to go back in a regression and see the faces of the people that was around me if they saw this cop too. Because I just assumed everybody saw this cop. Maybe nobody saw this cop but me. Maybe that's why he wasn't talking about my friend, who was literally halfway down the other end of the street. She got hit. She got thrown many more feet than me. And I guess where she landed, nobody even saw her crumpled body up over there. And she was unconscious. I never was unconscious. And I just want to go back in a regression and see if the people around me, are looking at him or listening to him. Because I don't think anybody would have stole my credentials like that blatantly from a accident victim laying on the nasty street with a cop right here. A cop right here. I don't think they would have had the balls to do it. I don't know. But there was no police officer in that report. And I'm thinking, okay, well, maybe if he was an undercover cop, but if he was undercover, he wouldn't have been in uniform. He wouldn't have been in uniform. So, yeah, that mysterious, gorgeous, cerulean, blue-eyed man who came to me specifically was by my side from the moment I landed, saying my name, comforting me, and I didn't want to be comforted. He saved my life. So I'm like, thinking back, I'm like, okay, so was that a guardian angel? Was that a guardian angel? Was that an archangelic? Who was that? That's why I want to get a regression. I want to know, who was that? What angel was that? Or what guide was that? Or what ancestor was that? Who was that? Because that being saved my life. And I need to talk to that being. I need to thank that being. Because I wouldn't be here with you now. I wouldn't have done the things that I did in my life. I wouldn't have had the further experiences in my life. It would have ended there. And then I also kind of think, was my soul looking for an exit? Was my soul looking for an exit? Because I was so vehement about getting up. You don't understand me. I was vehement. I hate dirty things. I don't like to be dirty. And here I was laying on a nasty street in the Bronx, in the South Bronx, on the ground, after being hit by a car. there's no way on God's green earth I was going to stay on that ground. But I did. And by doing so, I didn't die that day. And it's not because of something that I did. Because if I did what I wanted to do, I'd be dead. I would have exited. That would have been an exit point. So obviously, in my life plan to be here, that was not supposed to be my exit point. And somebody came and directly stepped in to make sure that hard-headed, attitudinal Lori didn't inadvertently kill herself and exit and cause everybody to fail this mission. Cause everybody, I've been my guides were like, yo, somebody's got to do something. She's been hit. We protected her. She doesn't feel any pain. She soared through the air. She landed. She felt no pain. She's not in any kind of pain at all. But if she's not in pain, she's going to want to get up. You know how she is. You know how she is. She's going to get up. Then she's going to die. And then we're going to lose. We're going to fail our mission. We're going to fail our mission. Somebody get in there. And then so-and-so said, I'll take one for the team. I'm going in. I'm going in. I'm going to face her nasty mouth. I'm going to deal with her attitude. And she's going to listen to me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It must have been like a football team speech for that person to come in to deal with me, because I was not a nice person then. I'm hit by a car. I'm living in nasty South Bronx street. I got people gawking at me. I don't know if my hoo-ha is available for everybody's purview. I want to get up. I want to get my stuff. And I want to find my friend. All of these factors did not equate to Lori's going to lay on this ground. Not moving. I didn't move. I didn't attempt to get up and maybe cause that thing to go into the vein of my thigh. I didn't do any of that. I didn't move. I didn't move. That's not like me. That's not like me. I'm a woman of action. And every fiber of my being wanted to get up. And I didn't. I didn't. And I can't honestly tell you why I didn't. I didn't know at the time that if I got up, I would die. If I knew that, I wouldn't have been so vehement to get up. I wouldn't have been, throwing F-bombs at this nice, gorgeous, cerulean blue-eyed man. If I knew I was going to inadvertently kill myself if I got up. I didn't know that at the time. I felt completely fine. I felt no pain at all. None. I had broken bones in my left leg. And I felt no pain. Felt zero pain. Who does that? Who does that? Who feels no pain when you break a bone? I don't know. Weirdos like me. But yeah, that guy saved my life. So I want a regression to find out, was this a supernatural being? And if so, which one? Obviously, they're assigned to me. I need to thank them. I mean, I thanked them already. I thank them. But I want to regress and visualize that accident and see exactly where he came from. Because I'm laying on the ground. I'm not looking left and right. I'm looking straight ahead. I see the people for me straight ahead. And I'm using my peripherals. But I didn't see him come. He was just there. I don't know if the other people saw him. I don't know if he was at a vibratory rate that other people saw him, or if he was acting in guardian angel mode and only the person that you're there to deal with can see you. So, physical documentation, he didn't even exist. I even was asking the EMTs. They never said nothing about a cop. Now, if it was a cop, he would have had to been there to do a report. He would have been talking to the EMTs. He didn't talk to nobody but me. Me and only me. And then once they put me in the ambulance, I didn't see him anymore. I didn't see him like walk away. I didn't see him talking to EMTs. He said he saw the whole thing. So if he saw the whole thing, he would have been, talking to the EMTs or calling in another unit. He didn't exist. All the paperwork, he never existed. Whoever you are, beautiful, cerulean blue, I call you a guardian angel. Thank you. I'm sorry for my lip service. My lip service was horrid to you. Horrid. But understanding, I was laying on a nasty South Bronx street. Ew. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Just thinking about it. Just thinking about it. I'm going to puke. Sorry. But anyway, I think that's going to wrap up this conversation. Supernatural energies around people, positive, negative, supernatural beings showing up. Nobody else is talking about that they've seen. Nothing in the physical reports. EMTs didn't mention them. And I asked, it's like, who's that officer? What's his name? And they just like working on me. If I would have got up, I probably wouldn't have lasted long. The doctor said it wouldn't have been, I would have been dead within 3 minutes. I would have been dead in less than 3 minutes. He said, I would have perished bleeding internally before they even got to the emergency room. So that was a 3-minute ride. So literally from the moment that I would have stood up, I would have been in the process of dying. I guess my guys is like, this girl, man, she puts us to work. She ain't playing. When we agreed to sign up with her, my God, my God, we gotta deal with her for like the next for 70 years, maybe a little bit more, whatever. Keep her from exiting too soon by accident, because it would never be by design. I love life too much. I'm not one of those people. So it would definitely have to have been by an accident. But I'm very thankful that they didn't allow me to create an inadvertent exit point. So just another experience, just another set of experiences to let you know this place is magic. This realm is magic. We have people that watch over us. We have guardian angels. We have guides that love us. Source loves us. Jesus loves us. I call him Yeshua. It's all there. All of this love, all of this excitement, all of these learning opportunities, it's all here. It's all here. Embrace it. We're here. We came here to do what we came here to do. So that's our mission. Figure out what we came here to do. And then do it. This is Angel Lori. Thank you for listening. Have a wonderful evening or a wonderful day. Come back. Listen to more experiences. And then perhaps you'll be willing to share some of your own. I would love to hear the things that you've experienced. The supernatural, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Because it's all here in this realm. It's all here. It's magic. We got dragons and unicorns. We got giant Anunnaki clouds. We got it all. The whole hodgepodge is here. All eyes on Realm Earth. We're the hottest ticket in town. Be good to yourself. Be good to others. Shine bright. Protect your light. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.